Monire mosa, tampokererani. So on this channel, Chitumbuka na Loreni, I support you to learn Chitumbuka language. Chitumbuka is spoken in Malawi, Northern region, in Zambia, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Congo, you name it. So in this video, we are exploring gender equality. So this video is coming out on the 8th of March, which is International Women's Day. So we are exploring the language of International Women's Day. This is video number 1 of the 3 videos. They'll come on 8, 9, and 10 because of International Women's Day. I didn't want to put everything in one video. It will be longer, like 30 minutes or something. So instead of that, I'll put small chunks of 3 videos per day so that it can be digestible. Without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it. Okay, like I said, this is part 1 of 3. So the hashtag that they're using for 2026 International Women's Day is IWD 2026, IWD 2026. This year we are marking 115 years, 115 years of International Women's Day since 1911 to 2026. So International Women's Day in Chitumbuka, Zuba, Lava Mama, Pacharuchos Chapasi. Zuba is day. La is of. Vamama is women. Pacharu is the world. Chose as in entire. Chapasi is, Charu Chapasi, it means the world. So Charuchos Chapasi, the entire world. Zuba Lava Mama, Pacharuchos Chapasi. Okay? International Women's Day. The theme for this year, as you know, or you are not aware, is give to gain. In Chitumbuka, mwakupokera, ndimo mwakupereka, sorry. Mwakupereka, ndimo kupoka. Kupereka is give. Kupoka is, or kupokerera is receiving. Ndimo, that's how. So, that means that's how. So, mwakupereka, when we give, that's how we get. Ndimo ndimo tukorora, ndimo tupoka, ndimo tupokerera, okay? So I guess the theme is this give to gain is about giving women the space to unlock the untapped power that we have, that we hold, but we cannot exercise it because we live in a man's world. Let's stick with the script. Gender equality. Ufuru w'abantu wose pakupasika mwavi chitete mwavi as in opportunity chitetejo protection na kutorapo mbali inclusion or taking part or responsibilities. Okay, so gender equality, there's always a misunderstanding. Some people think that when we talk about gender equality, we're talking about, oh, let's be the same, or let's take over, or let's this, let's that. No, it's about giving equal opportunities, fair opportunities for both men and women. That's all it is about, equality. How can we practice fairness in everything we do or we experience in terms of resources, opportunities, you name it, responsibilities, it is so it is about fairness, okay, and equity and equality. Okay, education masambiro, political participation, politics in the direct. So we also want equality in terms of education. Masambiro, pakati pa mama na dada. Like where I come from, education for boys is prioritized over education for a girl. So for example, when my mom, it was my grandmother who was sending her to school because my grandfather, his emphasis was on boys. He had I think 8 sons, if not 9, 8 sons with his first wife. My grandmother only had my mom, and so My grandmother took the responsibility of sending my mom to school. So she did not finish primary school. She was up to standard seven, which is like 14 years old or something in other countries. But at the time, my mom was around 17, 18 years old. She got pregnant, and that was it. So education, giving opportunity also to girls to go to school, to participate in politics. Most I see like in Malawi at the moment, I see women politicians are mocked more, especially in the way they look. Like someone was comparing another famous female politician. Much as I do not agree with her politics, but that does not mean that we can be undermining someone just because she's a female, right? Because we have so many um you know politicians. I don't want to offend anybody, but yeah, that type of thing. So why should it be only this woman who people are shaming her body, are shaming this, are shaming that, just because she's a woman? Because if it was about politics, then the issue should be politics, not how she is or whatever. But because she's in politics where it's deemed a men's club, especially in Malawi, and I'm sure most of countries in the world, but of course Malawi is a bit too low. Why should people be, attacking her for the sake of being a woman? So I'll always side with that woman, although her politics is not my politics. She's a Malawi Congress Party politician. I will never be, and I can never be a member of that party. But that does not mean that I cannot talk against, because all I see is because she's a woman, this is why people are the way they are insinuating, yeah, kind of thing. So, okay, let's stick with the script. Resources, Vyuma. So Vyuma can mean money, can mean anything that you have that is to do with wealth. So Vyuma is wealth. So I was looking for the word of resources. I'm like, what is the right word in Chitumbuka? I think the closest I found in my subconscious mind was Vyuma, which means wealth. So equality and fairness in terms of wealth. Otherwise, the poverty that we see most of the time, because we know that the population of women worldwide is over 50%. I think they say 52%. And that 52%, we are oppressing them. We are not giving them equal opportunities. We are not, we're not sharing as we should be sharing with everyone else. So that perpetuates poverty. So if we are at all trying to um, tackle poverty, and we are at the same time holding on to systems of toxic patriarchy, we are not going anywhere with that. Okay. Valued equally. We want women to be valued equally. Valued equally is kwambula kutemwera. Kutemwera means if you're favoring someone. Awo temwera, it means you're favoring someone. But kwambura, it means you don't have that. Kwambura, it means without favoring anybody. So value everyone equally. Key aspects of gender equality. Gender, division. Like I said, there's a lot of misunderstanding. So I'm dissecting the key aspects of gender equality. And these are six areas. One, equal rights and opportunities. Maufuru ya kuyanana kweneso mwavi watose. Opportunities mwavi watose is everyone. Equal rights maufuru ya kuyanana is equal. Yeah, maufuru ya kuyanana. Economic parity, wamama na wadada kupokera ndalama chimozamoza. There is this research is stuck that women are undervalued, whether in the workplace, you get a lower pay, men are getting, and yet you are doing the same job, if not more. And when we come to even Black women, it's even worse. They say, I think we are paid like 8 months of pay behind something. There's a dark statistics about Black women and how it spans out in the real world and how we are treated. So all of that, we need to get rid of it because it doesn't help anybody. Political and decision-making representation, that's also a huge area of gender equality if we want to go forward. So in Chitumbuka, vanakazi kutiyimirira pandale na ulongozi wa mitundu yonse. Ulongozi is leadership. Kutiyimirira representing. Vanakazi female. Ndale political. Mitundu yonse, I meant in ulongozi wa mitundu wose, in any political decision, in any leadership positions. So it's like mitundu yose, it's any. Number 4, safety and freedom from violence. Kutetesha vamama na vasungwana kumyambo iheni. So myambo iheni, this is like we were talking about safety and freedom from violence. Kutetesha vasungwana na vamama kumyambo iheni. Myambo is these harmful practices. Myambo iheni. Myambo practice iheni harmful. So I gave examples here like female genital mutilation, child sexual exploitation. But we also want as women to feel safe because we don't feel safe at the moment. We feel unsafe. So this is another aspect of gender equality, safety and freedom from violence of women. Vamama na vadada kutetezeka kumnyambo iheni. Shared responsibility is number 5. Responsibility. So if we have household chores, for example, excuse me, they are not for one gender. They can be shared. Excuse me. I know some Malawians will react to this, but I want that reaction to hear it. So, ntchito za panyumba nza aliyonse Chitumbuka, shared responsibilities. Ntchito za panyumba nza aliyonse. So examples of ntchito za panyumba, examples of these house responsibilities, home responsibilities are kulera vana, that's caring responsibilities like looking after children, for example, kusuka mbali, washing dishes, cooking, kupika. All those can be shared. They do not have to be based on someone's gender. I said 6, but I brought 5 things here. Never mind. Okay, continuation of gender equality. This is why I just put GE here. Right, it's gender equality is about rights, responsibilities, and opportunities. So rights, responsibilities, and should not depend on sex. Okay, rights ufuru, responsibilities kukwanirisha, opportunities mwavi. So these things should not depend on someone's sex. Ivi vintu ivi vikuendera kuti uyu ni mwanakazi, uyu ni mwanarume wangachita, uyu wangachita yaicha ufuru ngwa aliyonse. Mwavi kusangika iwe ya aliyonse. Kweneso ma responsibility aliyonse akwenera kukwanirisha ma responsibility yawo. Violence against women. Kuchitira nkhaza vamama na vasungwana. So kuchitira is doing. Nkhaza, violence. Vamama, women. Na vasungwana is girls, okay? So violence against women. Kuchitira nkhaza vamama na vasungwana. Create space for women. Tienani, tivapi vamama, malo, kuti nawo vatolepo mbali. Give women a chance to take part. Create space for women. Tieni, tivapi vamama. Tivapi is give. Vamama, women, malo, space. kuti now so that they can also vatorepo take part, vatorepo mbali. Unlock the untapped power. Once the women start taking part, once we create that space, once we allow women to, we give space to the women, we gain. What we gain is the untapped power that is there, has always been there, and will always be there. So in Chitumbuka, we are saying, unlock the untapped power, kuti tijule nkhongono za wamama, okay? Kujula is opening. Kongono is power. Zawamama is from women. So let us open the untapped power of women by giving the women equal opportunities, fairness, and respect, just like everyone else would want to be respected. So in red here at the bottom, I've put statistics and the stories directly from Malawi. This is about my next video, because this video we've come to an end. But the next video, video number 2 of the 3 videos on gender equality, I will be talking about stark statistics, dark statistics for the world, and also stories from Malawi that I'm seeing, hearing, and living it. So without wasting much of your time, kuti naruta tionanenge, bye bye. Pawemi. If there's a second word you need to know in Malawi, is Pawemi. P-A-W-A. Okay, let me start again. P-R-W-A-M-E. Pawemi. Meaning Naruta. Pawemi. I'm going. Bye. Poem. Yeah, Tawanga. Bye.